We live in historic times. Diddy, Helena, Lebanon, which you'll find. A plant in Georgia went boom. Not only that, we got something that course corrected on its way to Earth, allegedly. And a port strike. I kind of feel like we're on the final season of Earth. Yeah, or at least in America. Oh, and we have a second moon for about a few weeks. Go loud on the water bending, kids. We live in historic times, and I'm getting tired of living through huge, monumental, historic things. I mean, I feel like we just have like a pretty mild existence for the most part. I mean, what did we do to deserve all of this? Universe. What's going on? But out of all of that and these crazy things that are going on, it's making me wonder, what's the 1% doing? What y'all doing? I know y'all plotting, y'all scheming something, y'all doing something out there, I just know it. But in the meantime, we ride. But let's get on to our first topic, Diddy. So, now we all knew since the 90s that Diddy was up to some salacious, heinous stuff. Minus the baby oil, which technically wasn't baby oil. It was some type of drug additive into there, something like that. But I'm not going to have anyone tapping my whatever's looking into, what are you talking about, huh? But yeah, one of hip hop's, I don't even want to call him like integral, because that man was horrible and vile in so many ways. And we all knew it. We all knew what they were doing up in the 90s. They were doing some really crazy things. All this is alleged when it comes to Diddy. I'm not getting any lawyers on my page. Okay, all right? Defamation, whatever. But yeah, salacious and heinous things that Diddy has done. And also possibly having something to do with Tupac and Biggie. Honestly, that's not really too much of a huge stretch, because we kind of knew there was also something going on along with that. But not only hearing that Diddy, being the, I guess, the hip hop icon that he was, had a huge hold on music, shall we say? I don't want to say like he was integral, okay? It's just he kind of shifted the paradigm of music that we once were doing into what we are now. You have your Futures, you have your mumble rappers, but actually the mumble rappers kind of died out a little while ago, so we ain't really got to worry about those anymore. They came and went like I was about to say the bubonic plague, but the bubonic plague took out a whole bunch of people before it even left. But Diddy's the reason why we are right now, why hip hop is commodified in a way. Not only was it pushed by the big heads and the big execs, perpetuating hip hop in its current state, and Diddy also definitely played a plan and a hand in it. And for better or for worse, here we are now. Really sucks. But thank goodness we have Kendrick Lamar's, we have the Doechis, we have the Flo Millies. I'm gonna throw Megan up in there because she's really good. She got a good flow. She's fun. I love a good taco girl. But since the 90s, Diddy has been showing his ass in more than one ways than we can count. Now, what about this 50-foot bed? Who in the world needs a 50-foot bed for anything? I'm just saying. I mean, besides 1,000 bottles of whatever fluid that the FBI confiscated from him, a 50-foot bed in his backyard, or was it in his side yard, whatever third mansion that was like connected to the Playboy Bunny mansion or whatever, that was tunnels beneath the mansion allegedly. But anyway, back to the 50-foot bed. Who needs all of that? That's a bit excessive. And I'm someone who's bougie, and I'm like, when you do something extra, okay? But that's a little bit much for me. Also, speaking of too much, French Montana. What happened to him? Now, I was telling y'all I'd check up on him as soon as this stuff had dropped, because you know what he was doing? Living with Diddy. Okay, he was living with him for the whole entire time. Like, what, 3 years? I think he got kids. I can Google it, but I'm not going to. So, you know, French Montana was staying with Diddy and all that kind of stuff. And y'all was talking about, like, you know, Meek Mill. And Meek Mill did come out and do his whole entire thing. He was like, you know, he did get pressured. He did get bullied. He did get coerced and all of this, that, and the third when it came to Diddy, because, you know, what he did was like, it wasn't for pleasure. He probably got pleasure out of it, but it was mostly for the power. It was a power game kind of thing. It was a power dynamic, the whole entire thing. And I really do make me feel sorry for Meek. I mean, like, at one point he was like all the way, you know, he was up there. And to see this downfall to see a grown man exposed like this is kind of like, I don't know, kind of suck. Kind of does suck. And no one should ever be treated like that. No one. But again, back to French Montana. Looking at the videos. I haven't seen the freak off tapes, mind you. Okay, I haven't seen that right there. People in Hollywood apparently selling them like hotcakes and for blackmail and whatnot. But I really do feel sorry for French Montana. Pray for that man right there. Because one of the videos that I've seen, like post freak off, or was it pre freak off? He was getting into that little Moroccan man and something a bit fierce. He was definitely using him like a fresh pair of meat. He definitely was. I could definitely tell that. Hi, yellow man. I feel sorry for him. The way that Diddy was being so suggestive, and seeing French Montana just walk around, just limping. I know you ran through that, man. Probably got like about 5 tapes up on there. But anyway, we can't stay on Diddy the whole entire time. We can't. Otherwise the video would be like a whole entire hour. Let's move on to something a little bit more better. Second point, Georgia. Apparently a plant in Georgia had kaboomed to some degree. Anyway, it smells like bleach outside. Normally everyone be like, it ain't clean till they got bleach on it. Georgia got bleached, completely bleached. Chlorophyll, I think it's chlorophyll that was put in the air from the whole entire thing. I don't want to say on YouTube. It's okay. It's poof. Apparently, the fire system that was going on did a little 1 or 2. Everyone sounded the bells and whistles. And next thing you know, the water system came on, and then that was the match that made everything go up in flames. Literally, the whole entire thing just up to the freaking sky. It was something horrible, causing basically, was it like Atlanta? Causing the whole entire, hold up. What was it? Oh yeah, it was Conyers, Georgia. The bioplant Conyers, Georgia, caused all of Conyers, Georgia to smell like bleach. Now my thoughts and prayers are going out to everyone out there in Georgia. First of all, you been out there by a bioplant. That couldn't have been fun in the first place at all, because like, who knows what could have been that bioplant? Who knew? It could be something else. Matter of fact, don't inhale or breathe anything out there for the betterment of your good. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Be for the betterment of your soul, for your goodness, for everything that is good. Don't breathe that in. Do not. Gosh, we can only imagine that's what we're going to be doing to like global warming and all that kind of stuff. And that's going to be put into the air. People's already like bleach is technically bad for you, but now we got that in the air, along with like those volcanoes that had erupted and put all that hot water in the in one of the spheres in the atmosphere, it's up there in one of those levels up there. Too many historic events is going on. Can't we just have like a historic event of like where like the most beautiful amount of snow just drops, and then we have like all the polar ice caps flash freeze back together? Something like that. A good little something for everyone to enjoy. Everyone getting free money or whatever. But no, here we are. Biolabs going kabloosh. And speaking of kabloosh, y'all pray for Lebanon. Lebanon, please, y'all. Pray for them. They're really going through it. They absolutely are. And make sure you keep them in your prayers. But let's not weigh ourselves down with that topic right there, but keep them in your prayers. But on to the next, the ports. So apparently on October 1st, this video will already pretty much be out by I don't know, it'll be on Thursday because of the upload schedule. But apparently there's going to be a dock strike all the way from Texas to New York. All those workers are going to be just, striking, doing what they want to do, having a good little breather, taking a good week break. For all we know, there's going to be no production at the ports. There's going to be nothing coming in, coming out. Everything's going to be held there. So if you got your Sheen package, you better hope to God that you got it before then. If not, I'm sorry. Thoughts and prayers. But any other day, I'm pretty sure it would have been fine. Look, I'm also affected by this too. Not only will gas prices go up, food prices will go up, and I can't get my disc plates, as you can see, that I love. So that's curved a bit of I don't want to say it wasn't a problem, mind you. I just kind of like getting disc plates. But everyone's going to be affected by this. Your bills have been affected. Spoken from a Boston CEO. But yeah, everyone's bills are going to be affected. Countries' bills are going to be affected. And I know what you're saying. You probably want the people to get back to work at the ports and all that kind of stuff. But I definitely do believe in protesting and striking and all that kind of stuff. Like, do what you got to do to get your money. Because at the end of the day, I think we should be taking all our money away from these billionaires. Like, drain them dry. Nom, nom, nom. I'll eat that up. Do what you got to do because you got to get your money. And if you don't strike for it and you don't work for it, and if you don't fight for it, then you don't get it. They'll just let you be accepted for the menial work that you provide. Or if it's really good work, they'll just treat it, for pennies on the dollar. So anyway, dock workers, get your money. You do you. Get all of the money you can get. Get the money. And lastly, to my last point that we have for today, we will be having 2 moons happen right after my dad's birthday. And that's something. You Libras are very interesting people. Look at you getting a second moon in your month. Could have been in the Virgo season, but now it's we in Libra season. You get a moon. Well, I'm not going to say I'm jealous, but I'm not happy about it. Let's talk about it. So apparently the Hubble telescope, or whatever huge, incredible telescope that we have, like that's the best, the greatest, the thickest telescope that we have, looked out there to the great beyond and saw there was something coming. We didn't say, oh, but we simply stared at it. Because really, you can't avoid oblivion if it's coming to you right now. And also people were talking about there's aliens will be here in 3 weeks, but I'm not a conspiratorial kind of guy, so you guys can speculate on that. We'll talk about that another day. But apparently you can only see this little phenomenon, these 2 moons, mind you, no dark souls, no Relana and what was it? Rolana and Ranala. That's it. No twin moons. But you can only apparently see this moon with the telescope. So technically we don't really have a good moon. But again, no water bending around this time because you're going to be too powerful. So no double blood bending out here. Be safe. Be safe. But apparently we have a second moon coming out there because we looked at them to the great beyond and telescope was like, yeah, there it is. It's coming this close right here. It's technically an asteroid. Or is it an asteroid? Meteor? Whichever one. It's a space rock out there, and it's just going to be in our orbit for about 3 weeks until, what is it, like until November? Yeah, until November, and then it'll be square on its way back to whatever oblivion it was hurtling to. Speaking of oblivion, apparently there's something like out there that's like 10 years away, or maybe here in 3 weeks, who knows? It's conjecture at this point. I don't know. I'm not an astronomer. I'm not even an astrologer. But apparently there's something out there that's hurtling towards Earth that course corrected. I've never known a rock to become sentient and come our way. We live in fascinating times. Again, historic, monumental times. I'm kind of tired of it. Gosh, can we just get a break? But yeah, we have something that's hurtling towards Earth. It'll probably be here when I'm 40 or 50. Who knows? Is it in 10 years? When I'm 40. Yeah, when I'm 40, it'll be here. What a fun time that'll be. But yeah, that's the news. That's it. I guess you can say you got the news from me, but you really didn't get the news from me. You just got a little update we're going to be talking about. But anyway, yeah, something's hurtling towards Earth. It course corrected, and now it's coming here. If it's the aliens, I'm going to tell you this right here. Earth is ghetto. Don't come here. You have better things to do in the cosmological grand scale of things to do than to come to Earth. I mean, if you're coming here for the food and to get drunk, I don't know what you eat, but like if you're cool, maybe we can party, you know? That'd be kind of cool. We were into the beach. Do you have 4 arms or 2? I'm asking the important questions here, people. We have to know. But yeah, if you're on the way here, aliens, don't bother. We're pretty much destroying the whole entire place. It'll be gone in 40 years, or we'll be out of fuel in 40 years. So take your pick. But if you're coming here to help out with bills or like give us some super advanced technology that we can actually get the billionaires out of here, man. I mean, come on, like we got to get rid of them. You know, 1% can't represent. Anyway, I'm taking up enough of your time. Thank you for sitting through this video. This has been the news, a bit of a recap of what's going on in our crazy world. We have too many historic things going on. I wish we could take a break, but apparently we can't. So the news is coming to you today in this form. Anyway, this could have been a podcast, could have been whatever it is, but now it's a YouTube video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Anyway, I'll let you get back to doing what you're doing, okay? All right, later.